You do exist, yes.
Everybody. Welcome to the That's How We Roll channel. Thank you so much for being here with us. We were off last week and the week before for roll call. We're so happy to be back, and we thank you guys for being here with us. We've got some announcements, so let's just jump into them. Go over to Lee.
Why, hello, and welcome to announcements. We have announcements, like one of which is chest codes. If you put in Rubs Leal Seek, okay, that's our code. You get a free chest, an Electrum chest in Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realm, where you can find Penelope Halfpint, played by our Hope LaVelle, and Iris, also played by Hope LaVelle. So pop on in the game. It's a really fun Idle game, all in the worlds of the Forgotten Realms. Great players, great characters, a lot of fun. And you get a free code with us. Also, if you like typing the word Misfits into promo code areas, does Dan Cakes have a promo for you? 10%, you get 10% off of your order if you get anything from our website, from dancakes.com. You can get griddle kits, you can get bottles, colors. If you wanted to get a pancake of 2 Duvals on one screen, like we had earlier, you could commission it, get it framed, and ship to you. Speaking of over to you, Daniel.
Hi, I'm 2 Duvals on one screen. Here with you.
A new shirt coming soon.
It's coming soon. 2 Duvals, one screen. If you want tea, boy howdy, do I have the tea for you. Friday afternoon tea is tea that tastes how it sounds. The descriptions is based off the words. The flavor is, there's many flavors, like free to be me. Like, for instance, you would be free to be 2 Duvals on a screen. Or Paladin's Blend, one of my favorites, you know. I have an oath to good flavor. So if you want that, you can go to fridaytea.com, and you can get yourself some wonderful tea. Next up, we have Questbook, a reoccurring affiliate with us. Questbook is, of course, an online or offline, if you're in New Zealand, asterisk, DMing service or GMing service for games, D&D, Call of Cthulhu, Call of Duval, whatever you need. We have it in Questbook. You can get specific DMs and GMs that you can get on the site at questbook.nz if you want to play over with some professional dungeon masters and GMs. So yes, good stuff. And that's me for the announcements.
All right. Let's see if I remember all the things we do before the game. All right, we're gonna get to know these wonderful players. Let's hop it over to Dani. I was excited with you.
Hello, I am Dani Gage, otherwise known as Bitterthorn on the internet, and my pronouns are she, her, and tonight I'm playing Silva, the Warlock, whose pronouns are also she, her. That's it for now.
Okay, April.
Hello, hi, I'm April. You can find me over with April Raygun. I've been gone for a little bit, but now I'm back. You guys finally found Nira. Congratulations.
Great.
And I play the Kobold Nira. That's me.
Welcome back.
I forgot how to do this. Someone else go.
That's about how you did it last time anyway.
Yep, it's about right.
Just on brand.
Duval.
Nothing lost, nothing gained. Speaking of Duval, Too Furious. Hi, everybody. As I almost fucked up my own bit that I only thought about 3 seconds ago as I'm making fun of April. Good evening. My name is Jacob Plicque, Duval King Jacob, wherever one can be found on the internets. I use him pronouns, and I'm typically found as one of the co-founders of the Amphitheater and the DM of Duval and Dragons over on so many games, Twitch, and a bunch of other stuff and places. And tonight, as per usual, I'm playing Kotatar. He's a Githzerai Horizon Walker Ranger, also using he, him pronouns, and he's ready to shoot some things.
More things.
More things.
Yes. Damien.
Hello, world. I am Damien. That's how we roll _ on the internet, runner of this channel. I am responsible for the monstrosity of 2 Duvals. I apologize for that. A little bit of tech problems there, but thank you for sticking with us.
I am a god!
I am playing the Marquis Reginald Bellagamba. And he is an Eladrin fighter, Rune Knight, and that is it for my intro.
Lee.
Hello. I'm Lee, at Goldberg337 across all social medias. I am a pancake businessman. I make pancake art with Dan Cakes. Huh?
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
thank you. I'm a he, him, and I play David, the wildfire druid, also he, him. And David's bad at animals, but feels complete now that he's found his Nira.
Aw.
Oh.
Yay.
And Daniel.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I am a voice actor and illustrator. You can find me under Tartan_Kiwi, or Daniel Denova on Twitter. On Twitch, you can find me on Haynes Domain, where I am the manager, totally the manager for not me, but Hayne, who is not me. And then, of course, yeah, that's basically my stuff. I play, wait, hold up. My pronouns. Jeez Louise.
You got
play your pronouns.
Fluid. So I'm he, him, they, them, she, her, all of them. Oh, every single one. I collect every single one of them, and now I am all. I am everything. And though Sen Leon, who is a Dhampir rogue barbarian, who is very, very much he, him, is also ready to kick some butt today. Yes, good.
And I am Hope LaVelle, your dungeon master for the night. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheHopeLaVelle. You can watch me play an 80-year-old grandmother adventuring alongside some amazing people on Children of Erte on the Demiplane RPG channel on Tuesdays. But more importantly tonight, I already said this, but I am your dungeon master, and we are playing an D&D actual play 5e, and all these characters you see before you are level 7. And before we get started, we're going to do our land acknowledgement. So back to Damien.
Greetings. I'm in Australia, the lone Australian here. And I come to you today from the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and who are traditional custodians of the land on which I am playing from, and I pay my respects to their elders past and present. We have Daniel from Aotearoa, from the land of the Maori people, and we have our beautiful people from the US who are playing from the lands of the Fernandinho Tataviam, the Hohokam, Tumakua, Creek, and Cherokee people, and we pay our respects to all Indigenous people over the world, around the world.
Thank you so much. And with that, I think we are ready to settle in for the next episode of Misfits of Alseta. So let's start with our intro.
Hope sound.
Oh, shoot. And we're back. Hi. Start with a recap. A lot has happened while Nira has been gone. Once again, we'll recap a little bit that Nira was kidnapped by a Thieves Guild of Air Kokra when she took something she wasn't supposed to. For the thieves were supposed to be taking it, but Nira said, no, it's mine. And they were like, fine, we'll take you with it. And the rest of the adventurers decided to use Alseta's portal, Alseta's door, to try and find Nira, because they believed they were supposed to go where they were most needed, and right at that moment, Nira was who needed them the most. But the portal had other plans and took them across a couple different adventures, helping an adventure at a wedding. We had an adventure in a library. And finally, we found the Thieves Guild in this large canyon, a vast canyon, as far as the eye can see. And through this Thieves Guild, they found their way in and through it with the help of what seemed to be an Eladrin, also looking to find Tiberius, the leader of this Thieves Guild. So you guys banded together to make it through this hideout to find Nira and to find Tiberius. It worked. You guys worked together. You guys were a great team. Seems like you really liked him a lot, and you made it to Tiberius, the head of this Thieves Guild, in his tower. And then things got real, because the this Eladrin known as Issei then transformed into a nightmare, and turns out that Issei was the nightmare of Tiberius and was there to kill him. You guys broke out into a fight. It was a very messy fight. People were fighting Tiberius, the Aarakocra Thieves Guild leader. They were fighting Issei, the nightmare. You guys were all over the place. Some attacked one person, some attacked both. It was quite the mess. But in the end, Tiberius was the one who fell. He was killed, and the nightmare disappeared, and David used a diamond to resurrect Tiberius once the nightmare was gone. One little thing I didn't say was that while this was happening, this nightmare transformed into the Nightmare King. You don't know if it was a vision or if it was really him, if it was some sort of trick, but you saw the Nightmare King, and he said that he would be waiting for you. So now we find ourselves at that moment. Everything has calmed for a moment. You guys are in the tower, the top of the tower, surrounded by each other. There are two Aarakocra minions there. They're Aarakocras, as someone said, but they are crows. And Tiberius lies on the ground with 1 hit point. Oh, and Nira has been hiding behind a desk, still invisible, but she has her broom back. And we'll start there. What would you like to do?
The Tiberius has woken up with that 1 hit point.
Yeah, he's coming too. He's
Okay.
a little groggy.
So if he starts to get up, starts to get himself up, I'm just gonna kind of gently, not forcibly, but I'm gonna gently push him back down. No, you stay there for right now. Explain how your nightmare was the Nightmare King. What do you know about the nightmare that came to kill you?
What? I'm Nightmare King?
So that was all happenstance, that the person who rules over all of nightmares was here to kill you? Because they seem to really want you dead. And I have stolen that kill from them. But you also stole my best friend in the whole world. So I'm considering rescinding that offer. Unless you tell us some information.
Right behind you, David, you just hear a voice say the word.
Look, I knew nightmares were coming to life. I heard it through the grapevine, through everything that was going on. I knew that my nightmare was that an assassin would come and kill me. That's all I know. I needed the ring of mind shielding so that I could protect myself. I had my minions go out, get it from the Bank of Rarities, and your friend had to get involved. And that is why we're in this mess now.
I think you should watch your tone when you speak about my friend that you took from us. Be kinder, be gentler, and this can go a little bit better for you. And I will cast a spell on them.
Okay.
I will cast Cure Wounds. Give him a little bit of... Yeah, no, I'm not... David's not that person.
Disintegration.
But yeah, I cast Fireball. No. Oh, shoot. Hold
To whom it
on.
may concern.
12 points of healing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys noticed that the last thing that Issa did was burn Tiberius's face, almost making it melt. And this healing kind of restores that. Almost. He still looks quite deformed though, but he feels better. And he kind of regards you for a moment like he doesn't know how to react to this. He says nothing.
Excuse me, everyone. What is happening? Why are we defending this guy when this guy took Nira? What is happening?
I wheel around to Reginald and I say, because quite simply, my friend, Selene says pointedly, the other one was the Nightmare King. And the Nightmare King wants something with this one. Did you not, Reginald? Did you not see?
What? No.
You say turn into the Nightmare King.
There was a lot going on.
There was a lot going on. I understand.
Also, don't assume that by attacking the Nightmare King, we were defending this guy here.
Yeah,
that's what
guy that owes David a whole hell of a lot of thanks.
That's what it's. He's just puts himself together a bit. That's what it seemed like to me.
Yeah, we know.
This situation has become. Oh, sorry.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I've been kind of wandering around this place for 3 days. I've seen all of these people, correct? Or all
You
of these,
have
or crocas.
Crocras. I can't say it now either.
Don't know.
The bird people. You have been in this tower. Now, this tower is a floating tower, and to leave this tower, you would fall quite a far ways. We're talking hundreds of feet. There is a very strong wind that persists outside that this guild takes advantage of, but you have to be able to ride the currents to get anywhere. So you've been in this tower. There are a couple of rooms here, but you're in the top of it, and you have just been doing what you can to evade in this tower. So the only people you know are Tiberius, the leader of this guild, and his two assistants, his minions, K and Ko.
I was wondering if during this time I would have overheard or seen something that could give me more insight why the Nightmare King was after him.
I would say no. You never once heard anything out of the ordinary. The only thing Tiberius was worried about was an assassin coming to kill him. That is all that he talked about. He said he needed the ring. The assassin was going to come and kill him. that's pretty much it.
Okay. Awesome.
So I think David will kind of collect himself a little bit, and he'll just sort of like stand up and dust himself off and just be like, your life was taken by the most dangerous nightmare ever to exist. And it was given back to you by us. And it's a really good idea for you never to forget that. And then I'll walk away and just be like, Nira, are you okay?
Yes. Yes, I am fine. Can we leave now?
Yeah.
Please? Thank you for coming. This is a bad place. Can we please leave this place?
I concur.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Sydney.
As we're about to leave, so I imagine that we're all starting to leave now, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So as we're sort of exiting at the door, I turn around to this ringleader, and I say, we stand up against the nightmares. Maybe you should too, instead of hiding away in your castle. Don't wait for the assassin. Be proactive. Goodbye. And I just turn around, walk out.
And I stab him in the chest. What?
And I stab him in the chest.
Kotatar, how are you? What are you doing at this moment?
As he's kind of watching everyone kind of leave, he'll look at I forgot his name.
Tabaris.
Yeah, Tabaris. And make sure to send word to everyone else in this establishment to ensure that we get out with everyone intact. Otherwise, I'll be back. And you'll wish that nightmare had killed you. Again.
Silva, what are you doing?
Silva, I am just keeping an eye out, watching and making sure that nobody changes their mind about us as we're walking out, that they're going to let us go.
Tabaris stands up, kind of wobbly still, and he says, "Here, this will get you through safely." And he pulls out a purple cloth with gold embellishment on it, and he hands it to Kotatar. This will guarantee safe passage. All right. And you guys head...
We'll kind of look at it. Nice embroidery.
I love it. Okay, you guys make your way back down the stairs. This wind is still howling as you reach the open doorway at the bottom of the stairs. It is blowing away from you guys. And there's one current that takes you back the way you started, into the tunnels again. And that seems like probably the best way to go to get out of here. Once again, you guys can do Nira has her broom. Everyone else can take up that same line. If you have a cloak, you might want to use the cloak kind of like a flying squirrel to kind of catch the wind as you go. You're holding those who can fly can go. And I'll just say that you guys...
one less flyer.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So it'll be fine. I'll hand wave it. You guys ride the current, and you find yourselves. I'll actually say that this current takes you to the top of where you began, where you saw that guard. You've now gone full circle in this entire hideout, and you find yourselves amidst this giant canyon. What would you like to do?
Do we, just having a moment to kind of decompress, does Reginald know where he is geographically?
Give me a survival check.
Survival. Oh, I'm not good at that. 15.
15.
This place is remote. It's very remote. You do know of the canyons, but the canyons are so large, you have not traversed them before. You know that if you follow the sun and you find your way, you know that this is near the mountains, and that if you go south, you will probably be able to make your way back to civilization.
Okay, team, we've got a couple of choices. We can make our way south, back to civilization, or we can possibly rest, use the door spell. What do we think?
Do you all need to rest?
Every time we use a door spell, it takes us straight into something. I say we just rest, take a break.
We need a rest as well. This door spell actually has, period of time where we can't use it. It's still recharging. We can't use it if we wanted to. We need to rest.
It's also
What time is it right now?
Give me.
Was that Nira?
Oh no, go ahead. Go to Tar.
I was going to ask Hope, what time is it right now?
You guys, it's probably midday at this point because you guys got there right early in the morning as the sun was rising.
How would I know how far south to go to reach? Like, take a couple of days?
You can see the mountains in the far distance. If you guys are going to walk, you're looking at least a three-day journey to reach the mountains. And then you still need to go further south. You might hit a couple villages by then, but if you're trying to get back to Capital City or something, it is quite a far ways.
I think resting sounds like a good idea. Could take us quite a while to walk to the nearest village.
Well, then why don't we just walk until
Travel till
nighttime?
nightfall.
Travel till nightfall.
I'm keen for that.
I mean,
I think
I
that's
guess
fine.
I could walk off a few of my thoughts, indeed.
Is Nira still invisible?
After we got out of this place, Nira took off the ring.
I think David, just as soon as Nira was visible, probably just ran over, giving the biggest hug that has ever existed.
Oh.
I can't breathe. You're so strong. You're so strong.
I'm not very strong, but thank you.
I know, but I'm so frail.
Hi.
We've literally looked
Where
at
have you guys been? What have you been up to?
Wow.
Some
Look for
some
you.
stuff.
Looking for you.
I was in
There
there
are some nightmares
this whole
on the
time.
way.
I know we found you. But
Apparently there were nightmares in there.
I feel Nira in a little bit, probably amongst the rest of you, filling in gaps and such about how
Walking,
we
talking,
helped
and-
this weird pirate person who was a changeling, and then we helped a librarian who was absolutely wonderful, and so on. and so on,
Library's
so on.
cool.
Mm.
And so you're telling me the shape-shifting guy you met in a cave in the middle of nowhere did not trigger any alarm bells?
Were we in a cave? It was outside a tree. He was leaning against
right
it?
here.
Was it a cave? It was right here.
Technicality, but yes.
I mean, we did just deal with a changeling,
That's
so
true.
it was sort of part of the course.
Should we be worried that the nightmare? Are we in a nightmare? Are we in a dream?
Not
I
anymore.
pinched myself.
Who's to say anymore?
I
It hurts.
think that's my line, but I think this is reality.
Were we in a dream? Were we in a nightmare? How was the Nightmare King not in a nightmare if we're not in a nightmare, or were we in a nightmare the whole time?
Things have changed. The rules have changed. I think with the nightmare realm and merging with Prime Plane, I think things have changed, and we're going to have to figure that out as we go.
That's the irony
For
of
now.
this little
Let's have a cup of
side
tea.
mission.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
whole time you're talking, Nira's on the broom and she's like writing down everything you're telling her about everything you've seen so far the last 3 days.
Very good. Nice.
Sweet.
Kotatar made me this scarf.
That is a very beautiful scarf. It brings out
Yeah.
the color in your eyes.
Oh, thank
good
you.
color.
Nice.
It's a little
So
warm for this weather.
you guys begin to walk south?
I think yes. Yes.
Yes, and I'm gonna fly slightly in front of Silva, but not very far, just half an inch, and I'm gonna prestidigitate a chill in the air.
Oh.
Oh.
I like shiver a little bit, and I'm like, oh, okay, and then wrap it around a little tighter.
Beautiful.
I am actually in my winter form, so I probably don't feel the heat.
Okay.
As you say that, I do notice that Reginald is, well, giving a bit of the cold shoulder. So I go up to Reginald and I go, so, you beating yourself up? Sigh of beating yourself up?
Frankly, I don't know what to think right now.
Processing.
A little bit of beating, a little bit of angry, a little bit of everything.
Yes, I understand. Well, you've been through a lot. You went to, I would like to have a chat with you at some point about our families, I think.
No time like the present. I mean, we've got a long walk.
Sure. Okay. Out of game. Is that all right if we do?
Sure.
Okay.
You guys are walking.
Yep, we'll take you over your game, Hope.
Please do.
So, Reginald, I couldn't help but notice that you have a bit of history with your family. I thought it would have been more hunky-dory, but it seems that it's a bit more akin to my family drama. Not the same, maybe, but if you want to talk about it, just know that there's someone else with family aristocratic drama as well.
My friend, yes, I think it would be good to talk about it. I mean, I have a feeling that perhaps my history and my family was not as violent as yours, but let's just say that I was not treated the best, and I was always the least. I was never good enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, part of this journey is trying to get good enough as a fencer to not bring shame on my household. I was given the very least of settlements. I was shunned, and my brothers were given everything. There's rumors that my oldest brother is possibly doing something quite hideous indeed, but I have not verified that.
Well, maybe we can find that out at some point.
I don't know if I'd like that. I don't want to confront him. I really don't.
When you're ready, or if ever, just know that I've got your back, yes?
Puts a hand on his shoulder. Thank you. I need that. I feel like perhaps you and maybe Silva are the only ones I can talk to about this. If you can, please keep this secret. I mean, I hate to think what the others think of me. I mean, I don't want to come off as weak, but
How quiet are they?
That was my question too.
you can do a listen check.
I would like to see if I
We
can
hear
hear it.
everything.
I would like to.
We're walking
hear
and
this.
they're
It would be
talking.
low
at the big-
murmuring, I think.
Yeah,
So it's
it'd
not
be-
whispering, but low murmuring, like...
Yeah.
I think the question is,
Reginald isn't the greatest whisperer. Like
Yeah.
it's always been my
Yeah,
argument.
I don't see Reginald being awesome at the stealthy talk, and David would very much be curious at what's
Me
happening.
too.
I think the question is, are you trying to be sneaky about what you're talking about? Are you trying to not be heard?
I would be. I don't know how good I am at it, but I would be.
I just
David
know
is
right
actively
here, so I just
trying
start
to
whispering.
hear. He might have even sent like Kier to be a little closer to them.
Okay,
See this?
Like
If I see
him.
this, I'd just point that out.
you can give me a perception check, David, or everyone who may be wanting to
Yeah.
listen to this.
'Cause
If you're not having
it's-
conversations of your own,
I think it's less specific to them two and more around just overall alertness of a foreign territory here. So, which is great because I rolled a natural 20.
A natural 20.
What?
A 27. Okay, David, what did you get?
Secrets in this group.
I got an 11. I hear all.
David, you pick up a couple words here and there. You get the gist of what you're saying, of what's been being talked about, but you don't know all the details. Kotatar, you just hear everything, whether you want to or not.
Writing it down. Okay.
Kotatar, I'll also mention, you notice, even though it is in the midday sun in the desert, clouds are starting to form above you. That's all.
What are the color of the clouds?
They are, they definitely could be carrying rain. They are gray. They don't seem too out of the ordinary, I would say. They don't seem too daunting, but they are coming in kind of fast.
I stop, because he would have made a point to be sort of near the front. I stop and just point up. Bit odd.
Do you think it's another nightmare?
I don't know. But
I don't really know how those are made.
we sort of come upon them fully formed. It would be good to see something at, for lack of a better term, birth.
I think Kier is looking at David like, David's like, what? Oh, nature stuff. Yeah, I could see if I get it.
I love it. So would you like, you can cast a spell that knows the weather, right? Or is it innate?
I mean, I would just do like survival, I would think.
Sure, you can.
Or nature.
Give me a nature check.
Survival would be better.
Give me a nature check.
Kier's gonna help.
Okay.
Nice.
Survival.
Oh my god. Well, I got double digits.
Well in this game?
I got a double digit number, and Kier's helping.
Okay.
So 17.
That's great. That's a great number. I'll say this. Your druid senses are not tingling.
Nice.
You aren't getting a sense that there's any weather going on.
Yeah, I got nothing. And then like Kier elbows me. I'm like, okay, I guess that not getting anything also means that I should be, because weather does stuff. And this is not, I don't know, weather. Who knows,
Right.
man?
Great.
This isn't natural, is what I'm thinking.
Maybe it's a spell.
All right. Perhaps. Complete sidebar. But is anybody hungry?
Starved.
All right. Give me 1 second. He'll kind of reach into a small component pouch and take out this small sprig of what looks to be mistletoe, and he kind of presses it into his palm, and it just seems to disappear. And he raises his finger, and 10 berries appear in a pile, casting good berry. And he starts to hand them out.
Not gonna lie, I was expecting a lot more.
So anyway, that's now on to my family. Oh, berry. What?
Berry. Oh, I'm good, thank you. No berries for me, thank you.
As soon as Silva eats it, how about now?
You feel full. You feel satisfied. It tastes delicious, like you've had a full meal.
I'm not sure if I should be upset with you or happy, because that is the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. Cool.
Kotatar's
Nice.
berries. I will tend to put it in my mouth and chew and eat, as if like there's that like aristocrats that just kind of like look at something.
It tastes delicious. It's juicy. It's, you know, it fills you up instantly.
Kotatar, have you done this before?
Definitely.
You have? Have you given one to me before?
Definitely.
Wait, why don't I remember this? This is so weird. I mean, it was great.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
We haven't exactly been doing the above ground mountainous travel thing for a while.
That's true. Very true. This is refreshing, if a little distressing.
Yeah, I
Not
kind of
very
like,
stressing.
you know,
Travel.
the process of actually eating the food. Like, the food is good, and I don't want to stop sometimes, but this wouldn't let me keep eating.
I get it.
It's good rations. Good rations. Best rations.
It'll do.
That's great. It'll do. Indeed.
So, but for real, what do we do about this?
Yes. What I heard you all talking about? That was the skies, the rain. Is that rain?
Something feels impending about what's about to happen is all I'm saying.
Well, let's go find out.
Is there a storm on the way?
The Nightmare King did say they would come for us.
Be a bit awkward for it to be like 4 hours later.
I'm coming for you in 35 minutes.
Yeah, right. It's the fucking Zamboni from Deadpool 2. I'm gonna kill you in 15 minutes.
All I'm saying is the Nightmare King,
this berry I just ate, but I will come for you.
I'll come for you. All I'm saying is the Nightmare King probably likes to dot their I's and cross their T's. So it could be
How far
more of
up?
that.
How far up is
Yeah,
it from where we're standing?
I mean, they're in the sky. They're in the sky. I don't know. Come on. You know me. I'm not good with distance. They're sky feet away.
All right,
The
fair
sky is 38 feet above us.
Oh,
Oh my
I want to
god.
peer over Kotatar's shoulder and be like, how do you measure that distance?
I think you just get
Quietly,
going, and I'll
apparently.
start slowly flying up.
Okay.
You're not
Yep.
again. We don't want to lose you again. No.
We lost
I'm just gonna go
Kotatar.
in one direction.
Kotatar, you're
You
muted.
can see me.
There we go.
Now we hear
I
you.
think now we hear you.
Weird.
It was doing that
Okay.
weird thing where it cuts people out.
Oh, okay, weird. It's when Silva asks him that question, it's like, well, at about a 45-degree angle, you just continue to do the math going north, typically 10 feet at a time.
It's
It's a pretty common survival skill.
I think we're just gonna keep you around.
As if it was Silva's choice.
Yeah, he's just like, what? We didn't say that. Just like this is like he's because he's already like always got a frown, so it's like this is like really confused thing as Nira goes up. Well, I was going to ask you if you wanted to, but all right. Have fun.
Nira, as you start to fly, you're looking at these clouds. They're coming in the distance, so they're ahead of you a little bit. As you, I'm going to assume, are you flying straight up to get an angle, or are you going to try to get into the clouds?
I'm not gonna go in them yet. I'm gonna check them out before I blindly charge into these clouds.
Okay, how close do you want to get? Are you moving forward, or are you going to go straight up?
How close do I want to get? I'm gonna go straight up,
Okay.
and yeah,
You
it doesn't have things that I wanted to have.
you go straight up. If you give me a perception check,
I can do that.
also give me a D6 roll as you do this.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
sure.
do that.
And we're back, baby.
Here.
That's a natural one.
Oh no, your broom.
Your
And
broom.
I don't know about Kotatar's natural one.
Oh.
Because the last thing I think I watched the last episode to see Kotatar roll a natural one on my broom.
He doesn't even know anything about the condition of the broom anyway, so that's perfect.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, I'm in the sky.
It's fine. You can fly, right?
Oh no. 10.
The broom dives, and you don't hold on. You are in free fall. Does anybody like to do that?
The second I see that, I am running to, like, I'm throwing out my vine whip, not thorn, but vine, to kind of wrap around and pull Nira into safety. I could do an attack roll?
Yeah, give me an attack roll.
I also have a thing I can do.
What would you like to do?
Because I haven't done this before.
We're gonna need it. I rolled a 9. Because it's me.
I get like
Apparently,
slapped in the face by a weak thorn whip. I'm like, ah!
Not helping.
As I'm plummeting to my death, you're gonna see Nira start to contort and change, and a wing pop out, and another wing pop out, and I'm gonna cast polymorph on myself as I fall.
Love that.
A bird, because the last animal I saw was an Aarakocra. At that time, so I'm gonna try to turn into a big bird, but yeah, I'm gonna turn into a big bird, just a big black bird as I fall.
Hey guys, big bird here.
The
That's actually really good.
The last bird person you saw was a crow, so you pop out these wings and transform into a large crow as you catch yourself in the air and begin to flap your wings slowly down to the ground. Your broom has boom, straight into the ground and is standing straight up as if it's just like it's stuck in the ground.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna reach around my neck and I pull off my necklace that I wear. I'm gonna say to David, just wear this for a little bit. It's kind of like a lucky charm.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of how the Kotatar Silva reaction went. Dave was like, my God, thank you.
Perfect.
Puts it on, like, and like he looks at Nira is like,
When I land, Nira's gonna bird hop over to you and be like, just so excited, like, because she got this spell after copying you.
oh yeah, David sees that you turned into a good bird.
A good bird.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Sure, it's very cool, but I mean,
that's an impeccable
what they
bird
look
right
like?
there. Well done. That's awesome.
Like? I don't know.
Yes, exactly what they look like, David. Look at that. Impeccable. The pinning on that is just perfect. You've done so well.
Snap at you, just bird things.
Throwing shade at David.
Okay, everyone stand back. I'm going to be a druid.
What are you doing?
Right.
But like, honestly, you might want to stand back because I don't know how this is going to work.
Stepping back.
Tell me you're turning into something.
Maybe, but no. I am going to where the clouds are. I'm going to start by putting my hand up, and I'd love to not cast it, but almost get a feel for if I could cast it. If I do call lightning and there is a pre-existing storm or one building in this, it will help me to kind of feel whether or not there is, weather activity happening, and if lightning is like, basically like helping to kind of suss out what this thing is, whether it is actual cloud form or whatever. I'm trying to use druid stuff.
If you're not going to actually cast the spell, then give me a nature check.
I'll cast the spell. We're going to be sleeping at some point soon. So I'm paying attention to if I'm pulling the lightning from the sky above or from the cloud, but I'm trying to reach out to the cloud.
You feel no electricity or energy from this cloud. Your call lightning comes straight down from above you.
Follow up.
Okay.
Yes, Kotatar.
Is there like a different smell as we've like emanating from this area as we've gotten closer?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, terrible. 9.
You haven't noticed anything, no.
Okay.
Are we all done experimenting? I say we just keep walking, unless we want to take a break here. But I don't know. I'd say we try to outpace it.
I think break in the middle of a canyon is probably not a good idea.
All right, as
Is my
we
bow
walk,
glowing?
What's that?
Is my bow glowing?
No.
all right, so
can
I
kinda
will,
just show
as
it.
we're walking, we'll grab onto the pendant that Silva just gave me, and I will imbue it with daylight and shine it towards the clouds as basically as like we're walking behind us, and I will give it like I'll basically like see if I can just while we're going keep the darkness in the clouds away or at bay, because I just
Okay.
love wasting spell slots.
Mm-hmm. You cast daylight, and a light shines from you. It is still midday. Sun is still above you, so your light, it's bright, but it's not really doing too much at this moment. But the dark clouds ahead are, as you continue to walk, getting a little thicker.
Okay.
I popped out of bird form and grabbed the broom, and now I'm just walking, cranky,
Okay.
looking at the broom,
Aw, so
poking the
sorry.
hole on it.
Yeah. What'd you like to do? We just
Is your broom okay?
I think it got damaged back the first time we were in the Nightmare Realm King
Yeah.
place, and probably should not drop it from great heights.
Maybe we could get
Probably
it
not a
fixed.
good idea. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see about getting it fixed. I've seen it fritz a few times, so I hope it doesn't do anything erratic or, just.
Same. I feel like this could be a very useful thing, and the Nightmare King would be very happy if it went away. And I don't want that.
Yes. Yes.
Nightmare King is tired of thinking about fights and dimensions.
Doesn't think about the vertical dimension.
Oh,
Used to
Nira,
give him that peace.
Nira, I haven't said welcome back.
Thank you.
I
Thank you for finding me.
I missed you. But anyway, would you like some cheese?
Oh, yes,
Finest cheese from Sackville.
Oh, wait, you went to Sack? Oh, yeah, you did tell me you went to Sackville.
No, we
This is
haven't
delicious
been.
cheese.
We haven't been, but this is. Just,
But you went to your brother's place.
That's
where you told me.
We did, and he changes the topic. We
I clock that.
yeah.
I don't think we've asked why they took you, the Aarakocra. Do you know why they stole you away?
I'm holding as I fidget with the ring in my hand. They were being bad people, and I was trying to stop them. And then they took me with them because I wouldn't let go of a thing that they wanted. But in my defense, it was on the ground. They left it behind, and I found it. It's on the ground.
That you did.
The ancient
So
rule
it's
of
mine.
finders keepers. I understand.
And of course, losers
But-
will steal you away.
I mean, I guess it was easier just to grab me than try to go through my pockets again. I bit one of them real good.
I bet you
Don't
did.
go into someone's pockets without permission. And I pull out the ring. It's really neat. And I make it disappear as I'm playing with it in my hands because it has the ability that you can make it invisible. And then I pull it back out of invisibility. He can't find me with this on. This is going to be really useful.
What
Very
is it
useful
exactly?
indeed.
How does it work? Did the ring make you invisible?
Magic. Yes.
Does it do anything else?
I put it on. And I look at you and I realize, yes, but I don't think things that you do.
Huh?
Oh, wait. I know a good one. You're short.
I am. Am I?
You can. So one of the things the ring does is you cannot determine if I'm lying or not.
I'm short.
So I'm trying to blatantly
Wait, am I?
lie.
Hold on. Am I short? Oh, okay, hold on.
I've always found you quite short. Yes, I've always found you quite short.
Ring of
Now, can I roll
gaslighting.
insight on him? Because I can roll insight on him, right? Right? Please?
No, San Leon, you're not actually short.
Yes?
Please calm down. Oh my
Inside
goodness.
check.
Jeez. All right, cool. I thought possibly.
It's one of the things the ring could do. If you lie to someone, they can't tell. If you're thinking about things, you can't tell. You can't tell if someone's a good or bad person. You can't tell what kind of a thing they are.
That's invaluable.
I whispered to Nira, I have found him quite short, though.
I am not short, I heard that.
Reginald, we need to work on your whispering.
Look, I mean,
First
at
person to
least
say that.
this tall.
You're not short. It was just, I was trying to do an example of something that was completely not true.
I know. And then Reginald just ran with it.
Reginald could turn into a giant. It is terrifying.
This is true. And also, he was pretty short when we grew up, too. He was always the shorter of us.
You were short when you were
Silva. How dare you? That was you was never supposed to share that information.
Also, Reginald, while we're throwing shade at each other, I want to just tell you that your fencing skills are pretty good, actually.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
That means a lot.
Don't worry about it. Just keep on.
Well, right.
Yes. Anyway, back to being serious, of course.
While we're on the topic of complimenting each other, David, it's quite a miracle you pulled back there.
I mean, I just tried to call lightning, and I don't think it's a thing druids do, but thank you.
No, I'm not talking about that. Talking about bringing that guy back from beyond.
Oh, well, yeah, healing isn't. That's easy.
Healing, I
No, it's
understand.
not.
Bringing someone back from the dead. I've seen a lot of shit. I've never seen that before.
Honestly, I felt that it would work, because I mean, listen, if you ever tell him I said this, nothing, because you're much bigger and stronger than I am, but please don't. Reginald was right. We jumped the gun.
Do I hear that?
I don't, but I'm still talking to you.
Keep going.
But I mean, when Nira was gone, I know you loved it. I know you thought it was really cool that I tapped into anger and all that, but brother, that's not me. That's not who I want to be. And sometimes my fire can rage from within to become, anger intensified, but healing comes from knowing that people don't have to die. Even if justice dictates that maybe they should, who are we to decide that? And so I just, honestly, it felt really good to steal that from the Nightmare King.
It looked it.
It was a win that I don't know if they're aware happened to them, but if they do,
Didn't seem like it.
they're mad. But I mean, I don't. So when Reginald decided, not to just turn tail and try to just decimate the Nightmare King, the nightmare that we were dealing with. I don't know. He had thought in what was going on, and we switched gears. Like, so I mean, it was a complicated day, but thank you. You know, I will do my best not to let any of you die.
Same.
But yeah, this cloud's uncomfortable.
It's fine.
It's getting thicker.
It's not the weirdest cloud I've ever seen. Wait till I show you the clouds in Limbo.
You always say that. Wait, can I? I don't know if I can hear this conversation. Is this something you're having quietly? No?
Kotatar wouldn't care. So, like...
okay.
David would agree.
Say that about Limbo. Just talking about how weird Limbo is. Why don't you just show us? Let's go to Limbo.
He Will Smith meme like points at the fucking lamp. Like, yeah.
At the what?
At the lamp.
Yeah.
Whatever the item.
Well, I mean, that's neither here nor there. It might not take us to Limbo, so you know.
Until then, I'll continue to tell you specifically, especially if it bothers you.
Just how weird Limbo is. Listen, how low can you go? Am I right?
What does that mean? Limbo's extra
I don't
planar.
get that one. What does that mean?
Limbo's
Are you
extra
saying that
planar.
he's being underhanded?
I would never do anything like that.
Yeah.
Kotatar
He's
is
telling
a
us about
perfect
his
angel.
home. Yeah, he's telling us about his
game
home.
we used to play. It was called. I don't worry.
Is it like that game that we played in the city?
The one where they put a stick and you have to get like really low and go into the stick. Yes.
No, we were playing that game with the on the table before everything
It's
went
not.
to shit.
No, that was Castles and Crusaders.
Right, that. So it's not like that.
Yes. It's a role playing.
It is like that.
It's great. You get to be someone
What's
else
that?
for a bit.
I
Role
don't know.
I
playing.
played a lot of games as a kid.
Is there a Fire Planes game?
There is. It's an expansion pack for Castles and Crusaders.
Everyone,
Flames of the Firelands. It's great.
everyone, roll perception check.
It's like, save us from ourselves.
Save us
From ourselves.
I'll give you a guess time to chat.
Dirty
but-
20.
Wow, I am.
Hey.
All right, new dice is.
I got a roll that's over 10.
Sure, buddy.
I didn't.
13.
All right, 6, 14. What'd you get, David?
21.
Hey, look how you go.
David and Nira, you guys, as you guys are all walking, Nira and David, you guys notice. Well, David, you notice that Nira doesn't look as purple as usual. And Nira, as you look at the sky, it doesn't look as blue as normal. It's almost as if there's a bit of desaturation going on.
I will look down at myself. Do I look the colors that I am used to? Ah.
It's like everything looks kind of desaturated. And
In and around Nira or around all of us?
everything you see
Okay.
is a little bit
Okay.
desaturated.
As long as
Yeah.
it's not specifically Nira, I'm cool.
Oh, man. You might have killed David right
I'm the
there.
Nightmare King now, bitches.
So long as we're all in deep shit, it's fine.
I was about to medicine
We'll be
check.
right.
I was about to be like, I need you to lay down right now.
I get to be level 20 and you don't.
Oh my gosh, is it B-Dave all along?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will like stop everybody and
What?
just
Things weird here.
yeah, we're losing vibrance, if that makes sense. Color,
We're not near my home, are we?
pigment.
Home for you.
Are we?
Are we? Yeah.
Wait, are we?
This
Does
is a
everything
you
go
question.
grayscale at
Do
your
not
house?
giggle like that. Do not giggle like that. Wait, did I just accidentally stumble upon something weird
We're
here?
in the middle of the desert.
I don't know where you're from, friend. I thought we're in the desert or the mountains.
In the desert, you're headed towards the mountains.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there a desert?
I mean,
There's not, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
You're the worst.
I mean, I've done everything I can within my power to figure out what this cloud is, but as we've been going, we're losing. I mean, I don't know what to say other than vibrance.
You know, I've
Something's
actually
draining
heard,
out of us.
Yeah.
There's certain types of Dhampir and Dhampir that can drain color from you. I'm not doing that. I'm I'm just saying that there's
They out of
times.
nowhere.
No, not the thing. Good lord.
Let me check into our sister plane here and see if there's anything strange.
Okay.
And
You step into the ethereal plane. Everything goes distant and gray, almost like a fog around you. As you look from this different plane ahead of you, you are a few feet from a shimmer.
I will tap my chest and cast protection from evil and good.
Okay.
I just imagine you doing that while like frowning, like your expression hasn't changed.
Yeah, it's just like it's like you just kind of sighs. He just kind of sighs, like, of course. Just kind of taps it and shimmer himself for a moment. Is my bow doing anything?
Your bow is glowing.
Fuck.
Yeah.
God.
Whatever you are, you have one opportunity to say or do something before I shoot you into oblivion.
This shimmer reacts to what you say, and a ripple in this shimmer just goes almost like a force field as far as the eye can see in both directions.
That's about a round, so he pops back. He doesn't want to, but he does pop back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does your bow only go off if there's like a surprise round, if there's combat coming in?
No, it's specifically it warns you of danger, advantage on initiative rolls, can't be surprised.
Okay.
It'll awaken us if we're asleep and
Yep.
things do the thing.
Okay. Yeah. It's glowing.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you step back from your ethereal plane?
Yeah, because I think I only did the ethereal step, which is only a round.
Okay. That is what you saw.
And is it still glowing when I come back?
Yes.
So I'll just kind of share what I saw.
And to recap, what he saw was a shimmery force field almost just as far as the eye can see in front of you.
Nine hells. Why? It's been 4 hours. We were just, and now with. So what should we do?
Don't lose your head.
Oh no. Yes.
Does it feel like there's anyone watching us?
Give me a perception check.
That's a 5.
Ooh,
You
5.
don't get the sense that anyone is in the distance around you. You are in the middle of the desert.
All alone. Yeah.
Yes.
I got to do what I was going to do then.
Can we see the force field now? That it's been.
If he has pointed it out, you guys can see a glimpse of it. Every once in a while, when the light hits it, there's just this almost like a bubble.
We could see if Kier can pass through it.
All right. Great idea.
Kier, you up for it, bud?
Yeah, let's do it. And Kier will step forward and kind of put his hand up against it, and He goes right through. He looks back at you guys and shrugs, and he walks right through. And you can still see him, but his color is gone.
This color's completely gone.
It's desaturated, yeah.
Oh, okay. Come on back in.
He steps back out.
Is there a little more color to him?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna need to get this town to figure out that beauty exists. No one's seen the movie.
He does say,
No idea.
I saw something.
Pleasantville.
And he puts his head back through. Yeah, I see something. And he pulls back out. And now I don't see it. I see it. Now I don't see it.
All right.
Okay, I appreciate that. What do you see?
It's like a sea. He like sticks his head back. You just gotta see it. Yeah, like as far as I can see both ways. It's like something's blocking our way. It doesn't make any sense.
I'll stick my head through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, has anyone
Kotatar will
touched
join.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going in.
You guys all
Everyone
stick.
sticks their head in.
Are you sticking your head through? Or are you gonna walk through? Or are you gonna?
I'm gonna start walking.
I'm little. If I stick my head in, half my body goes in.
Silva, I'll say that you're the first one to step through. You just
Makes sense.
go. What you see in front of you as you pass through this barrier, all of the color seems to be gone. The clouds above you are very thick now. It's almost like you've entered an alternate reality, or perhaps everyone roll me a history check.
And initiative. Cure will help. Ooh.
History.
History.
Dirty 20.
That's it.
4.
Nat 16 for 16.
6.
Whoa, 23.
Damn,
Oh,
Silva.
damn.
So got this shit on lock.
I knew history well.
I'll say
History who this?
Silva and David, you suddenly remember the words of Alseta back when you met her. And she said to you that dreamscapes now plague the land as these little pocket dimensions that are remnants from when the worlds collided. And that this might be one of those pocket dimensions, something that you can get through, but usually it requires some sort of something to disintegrate or disperse.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
So we're looking out and there's an ocean basically in front of us.
What you see is not quite an ocean. As you take a step in and you're getting a better look at it, you see as far to the left, as far to the right, as far as it goes, a minefield of marionettes.
That's
These-
creepy.
As marionettes hang from strings that come from the clouds. It's a sea of marionettes as far as the eye can see, and they're all porcelain face,
Nope.
dead still, not moving.
Well, we had a good run, gang.
Yeah, San Leon, how much time till we can use that spell again? You know, the transportation one?
Well, so we've been at this probably roughly just over 12 hours, something along that line. We could just not do this.
Yeah,
Why don't we
maybe
just
wait.
Back up.
Step back through the ripple, pretend we didn't see this for now, find ourselves a little bit farther down, set up a campsite. We take a little nap, a long little nap. And then tomorrow we deal with this pocket dimension because that's what we're supposed to do.
I don't
But
think I
that's
can
tomorrow
unsee
us
this.
problems. Yeah.
This is forever going to be seared into my brain.
Oh, how bad can it be? And Reginald walks through. Oh my god. Okay, yep, back.
Reginald, as you turn to go back,
Oh boy.
Oh fuck.
You always love when the DM says that.
I love it.
As you do the thing you shouldn't have done.
You're able to walk through completely unfazed. It's fine. You're fine.
There's nothing left to turn and go through. This desaturated land goes as far as you can see.
Do I see the rest of the group?
Everybody's there.
Everybody's in there. Okay.
Everybody's together.
So
as we're staring,
can't. Okay.
Nira?
as we're staring at everything in horror, I'm going to do something that April's terrified of. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Let's go!
How many thoughts are in this room?
All right, so your surface level thoughts. Now, do you have to target something in order to do this?
It's in a cone, right?
It's everything. If I focus my mind on any one creature I can see within 30 feet. So everything I can see within 30 feet.
You are with your when you cast the spell, you automatically get surface thoughts. It's like crickets. You're detecting absolutely no thoughts whatsoever. If you'd like to probe deeper, you can.
It's like me.
Do I hear my friend's thoughts?
Yeah. Sure. I mean, if you're trying to detect their
Sure, hope
thoughts.
no one knows I peed myself.
You know what? Let's look deeper. I'm curious about probing deeper into nothing.
So it's a con save, I think, or no? It's a
wisdom save.
A wisdom
whatever
save?
I'm probing deeper into.
Oh my gosh, where's my?
Don't like that.
15.
I don't like that. Hope is rolling.
Yeah, I don't like that. Hope gave
you
me
have
the
to
option to
roll.
go deeper on nothing.
Oh, the marionettes are
This is a nightmare. April, legitimate nightmare.
You get nothing. It is silent.
Thank God.
Well, I don't hear anything, so I think everything here. I don't think they're real or alive. As I look at the marionettes and kind of,
I touch one of them.
You're gonna walk up and touch. You're about 30 feet away.
Don't touch it.
Do it.
Yep,
Touch it.
yep.
Do it, Reginald. Touch one.
I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it. I'm touching it.
I absolutely draw a line in the sand for Latin. Do not read the Latin in the book.
As Reginald goes to touch it, I draw an arrow and hold it just in case.
Okay.
And I'm like lasso rolling a vine whip to come pull him out if I need to.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand behind Kotatar.
I'm just standing. I do like this blink as I'm just tired now, and I just look at Reginald and I do that blink. You know this one.
Reginald, you step forward the 30 feet to examine these closer, and you touch one. And immediately, this marionette is almost awoken, and it starts to gyrate and kind of sporadically start moving, and it bumps into the ones around it because they're all cluttered together, and just like a ripple effect, suddenly they are all just dancing sporadically.
Sorry.
Just ripples
Why
as
did you
far
touch
as the eye can see, and they are all moving now, just up and down, just kind of like flailing about.
A wave
Silva?
of
Don't look at me. You're the one who touched them.
This
they
kind of
have
reminds
thoughts
me
now?
of your 13th birthday party.
They do not have thoughts.
Okay.
This shouldn't remind you of anything, Reginald. Jeez.
That shouldn't remind you of anything. I agree. What do
That is
you
the
mean?
weirdest fucking yes and I've ever heard in my whole goddamn life.
No one
It's like, I'm gonna make this weird thing canon. Okay, great.
I remember
David steps up.
another thousands of
I
countless
missed you all
marionettes at
so
your
much.
13th birthday party. And they were all just dancing, and the clowns. Oh, the clowns.
Anyway,
David steps up, says, I'm not in the nightmare with you. You're in the nightmare.
you're in the nightmare with me.
And he just turns into what do you think a house cat looks like?
Oh no.
Get on this.
No.
But it'd be scarier.
Yeah. You'll float too. Anyway. Kotatar is gonna just move up behind Reginald, So do you want to continue
I'm
fucking
gonna
around?
draw my rapier, and are they looking to attack, or are they just kind of going mad?
They are just kind of flailing about as if someone is playing with their strings, but like there's like no rhythm or rhyme to it.
Moving on.
Wait,
Let us
Are you moving forward, or are you moving? Are you backing out?
let's
where are we gonna go?
past the scary marionettes.
well, before we move anywhere, let's just remember this. We're in a dream. I mean, it's real, which is not fun, but we're in a dream. So whose dream is this, right? Like, that's the thing. We have to figure out how to overcome the dream. It's nightmare. This is nightmarish, but whose... We can figure out what the nightmare is. We can figure out how to press forward.
David, give me a
I'm
perception
David.
check. Give me a perception check. As you say that.
Here's gonna help. Ah!
No.
If-
11.
If you fail, you
I
can
fail.
add a D4.
Oh yeah, I can guide myself, and
No.
also
With
No,
the
this is not
necklace.
guidance. This is
Nope,
the
it's
necklace
a
that I
soul.
gave you.
Yes, it is.
I'll guide myself.
Yeah, do it.
Somehow it's lower. It's 10 now.
Actually, I mean,
17 total.
All right.
17.
Okay.
Yeah, 9 and a 6. Well, yeah, because Kier helped, so a 9 and an 8.
Way off in the distance on the other side of this sea of marionettes that are just gyrating, you hear a cry, a crying, sounding almost like a little girl coming from the other side.
It's a witch from
We
Left 4
gotta
Dead.
go. David feels when he's trying to kind of like hear out for it, nothing's really coming to him through the sound of the marionettes, all the crackles, and then just the necklace that he's wearing, like a pulse, sends like a warmth through him that almost like like when you're in an airplane and there's all the pressure and you give like a real good like blow your nose and it just pops in your ears and you can hear clearly. He feels that from the necklace and realizes that's what gave him this advantage to see it. And so he notices the cry, but he also first just kind of looks back at, like in a puzzling but happy way at Silva, and like just like holds on to the necklace and just kind of goes like, there's someone crying out there, like a little girl. We need to get there.
I start walking in that direction.
Well, yeah.
You walk right into these marionettes.
I
and
don't know if we walk. Yeah.
Well,
Kier
I'm going right
goes. Kier
through.
goes first.
if I see the marionettes, I'm gonna. Yeah.
They're probably just maybe, I'll say 6 inches off the ground.
That's still pretty big for Nira and myself.
We have plenty of head clearance.
I think.
Kotatar will
Maybe we could go
follow
above
here.
them.
What was that?
And not,
Kotatar?
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say Kotatar will follow right behind Kier. Bow out.
Kier's just feeling it out.
I think San Leon was moving forward.
Yeah, that's as well. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Either way,
give
Kotatar's
me-
going right the fuck through.
I wasn't
Anybody
gonna cut the
who's-
strings off the marionettes.
You're going to cut him?
Are the strings above the marionettes?
Yep.
And when I saw them just look like they're like dancing, I'm going to be like, before we move forward, I want to experiment, and I'm going to cut one of them down.
You're gonna let it free.
Slice. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Oh, cool. I'm probably. Am I like close enough to this affects me?
No.
Oh, I'm rolling so well tonight. 9.
Suddenly a shadow comes out from it comes from above you, just honing in on you. You look up, and a giant floating hand, a disembodied hand, comes down.
Fuck that.
Grabs the strings, pulls them back up, and disappears into the clouds. The marionette is now fixed.
Okay, that's way better than I thought it was going to be. Because I'm legit, Jacob is scared of wall masters. They're terrifying.
Yeah, no, I hate them.
What must those the hands that come down and grab you and put you back at the entrance of a
They are fucking terrifying.
Yep, they're the worst.
What was that?
Well, that
response
is about what I expected, honestly.
You expected a hand to come out from the sky and
something like that. I mean, think about it. All these marionettes of string going all the way up into the sky, and they're being puppeteered. Something's up there.
Did the hand have an arm?
Nope.
It's a hand.
I really don't like this.
Are they?
We could try to go up there and see if there's more of it. I'm sorry.
This is starting to feel like analysis paralysis. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Can we see the little girl?
You can give me a perception check now that David may have been pointing out.
I'm gonna put on my goggles. Oh, fuck yeah.
Natural 20.
26.
All right.
23.
9.
Dirty 20 with Kier's help.
All right. You guys instantly hone in on this crying, and on the other side, you see a little girl, long brown hair in a white nightgown, curled in on herself, just crying. She's right on the other side of this sea of marionettes.
Okay, I'm going to try something else here whilst we're walking through, because, if we...
Are you guys walking through?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but I'm going
as
to
you
start
try
cutting through them.
Okay.
Not the strings, them.
Give me dexterity saving throws, anybody who is walking through this, because it is difficult terrain. It is extremely hard to get through them. You're almost going to get tangled up if you don't do well.
That's why I'm going to start
doing well.
Pirouetting and cutting through not the strings, but the marionettes themselves.
You're going to make the hands angry.
You're cutting the marionettes.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, what was your dexterity saving throws?
9.
I
9.
didn't go through.
Okay, only those going through San Leon.
It's the same again. 9. I'm rolling shit.
You go to strike these things, and you are caught in the strings. All of you are caught in the strings as these things are just moving in this sea, in this like, there's just no way to get through. You guys are getting caught in the strings and getting pushed and shoved. There's just no rhyme or reason to what's going on in this sea, and it is impossible to make it through.
So I didn't go through. How thick is this kind of mass of marionettes?
Let me check.
In terms of feet.
As far as getting to the other side?
Yeah.
350 feet.
Whoa. Okay. That's right.
Changes my plan.
I have another question about the hand. And is the hand always look the same?
The hand has only come down once.
Oh, okay. So it didn't come down when San Leon and Kotatar and stuff are doing things.
Nope. Only when the string was cut did the hand come down. You guys are now tangled within this. Give me, I guess, a dexterity saving throw to try to get out of it.
Before that,
oh, that's pretty good. 22.
As soon as he that happens, and he's kind of like grabbed up or whatnot. This time I'm going to cast Etherealness, and because I'm just like, nah, I don't fucking think so, and I disappear again. And this time it lasts for a while. Like, if I wanted to, I could be here for 8 hours.
What is this that you're doing?
Etherealness have you go back to the ethereal plane, But what's important of note is I ignore all objects and effects that aren't on the ethereal plane. So if so I guess we'll see if the marionettes are hanging out here too.
So explain the ethereal plane to me a little bit more. It's like it's a dimension of its own, but you still can.
Yeah, it's like kind of
objects?
like it's so it's kind of like it sort of like lives like right next to the material plane, and like for example, like ghosts and stuff are typically like on the ethereal plane.
Okay.
And so what's interesting about like a lot of what Kotatar's experienced here is that there's been sort of like this like bleed, and like seeing objects and creatures and things in between the two. And so the idea is like if he can ignore all this shit and just get to the other side, and then come back and figure out what's going on, that's what he would try to do.
All right. As you step into the ethereal plane, you can see that the marionettes are still visible. But as you say, you can walk through them as if a ghost in a different plane. So yeah, you are free to do so.
Yeah. And I'm going to attempt to, actually, I'm going to try to run because shit's bad-ish. So I'm going to run to the other side. And then if I can, is there's even like looks to be a place to stand or walk that's on the other side, 400 feet, forward. That's what I would do.
Yeah, you run through, passing through all of these gyrating marionettes, and you make it to the other side. On the other side, you see this girl. Are you wanting to get close to her? You want to go past her?
So I guess so I'm still on the ethereal plane. So the question is if I do see her or not. In the ethereal plane.
She's there. She's in the material plane.
Okay.
So I don't know if you see her there.
So if I don't see her, but I'm clear of hands and string and shit, then I'll pop back over and look up and he's just like this is not his thing at all. But it's like, look. What's wrong?
So you stepped out of the ethereal plane to say this?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're saying it straight to this little girl. You're standing
100%.
Probably within 5 feet of her.
Yeah.
She jolts as she looks up. I'm just having a bad dream, that's all. Make him go away.
And I'll just kind of like wave a hand, so like folks know kind of where the hell I went.
And this girl, she's tapping her hand against her other hand as she kind of rocks, and she just says, "They're scary, aren't they?"
If you let them.
So
I'm gonna reach out a hand.
And she takes her hand, and so they don't have to be scary.
That's the fascinating things about dreams. Sometimes you get a vote. So how about they just don't be scary?
Can you make them not scary, please?
I think I'm gonna need a little bit of your help. But also, can you, maybe we can start with kind of points, them not grabbing my friends.
What? I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I bet you do. Let's just start there.
Okay.
If they're scary, that's one thing. But maybe them being scary is only part of the problem. So let's just try something simpler.
What?
What if they just didn't? What if they just let my friends through? Let's start there.
Okay, let them through. Let them through. And she starts to think really hard. Just let them through. And we're gonna hop back to the other side. What are you guys doing?
Stop fighting it. I have an idea. Stop fighting it.
Okay, all right. What's your idea?
And Nira starts tapping. I think unconsciously hearing the music in the dream. What if he put on a show?
A show.
What's the one thing they're supposed to do? I need it. Someone get me a hand. Well, no, I need one of the big ones.
Oh, okay. I cut down one of the marionettes.
As you slice through the strings, a shadow comes.
Try to attack the hand.
Dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna try and hit the hand as well.
Okay.
So time it this time, because now I know what happens.
Okay.
Or I can grab the hand. I can grab. Do you want me to grab the hand?
You can call out Nira if it's what you want.
I command it to perform. Perform!
Okay, what does it need to do? It's
Needs to fail.
it needs to fail.
It's a wisdom
fail.
15 saving throw. I'm hoping it will put on a very nice puppet show.
It failed. So
Yeah.
let me think about this. The hand, are you attacking it, Sanleon?
If I was prompted, like I would have suggested I was going to, and I would have raised my blade. But if Nira had called out, I'd be like, "Ow!" I'd have been like, "Oh, all right." So
Then
what would you? Would you have
as
done that, Nira?
if
Yes.
yeah, I think Nira would have still
Cool.
done
I
that.
would like-
Ah, hold on.
No,
as-
right.
As if without missing a beat and almost not regarding you for a moment, the hand pulls the strings back up and they magically go back up, and then the hand comes down and what did you get on your dexterity saving throw?
22.
Okay, the hand comes down to grab you, but you dodge underneath the marionettes and away, and the hand just retreats back with nothing. Nira, you get a thought in your head, and it says, I need help doing so.
And the moment it does, I start matching that beat and I pull out my accordion. It's the worst sound ever. It's out of tune. It's missing a few buttons. I dropped it when I got to the Aarakocras. It sounds worse than before, but I somehow make it work with a triangle on my tail.
Nira, as you start to play this music and creating this beat, all of the marionettes start to go in time with what you're doing and playing, and they all begin to sway together, and you all see almost as if you could dance with them and pass through.
Yeah, that's what David was thinking. He's gonna he's gonna minor illusion an outfit on like over him, basically, that is similar to what the marionettes have, and he will dance right inside.
All right. You don't even give me
Don't have me roll. You know what happens.
give me a performance check. I'm making you perform this.
You can guide yourself. And
I'm gonna guide myself. Does my necklace help now still, or what's up?
Only if you fail.
Oh, okay. Well, so yes.
That's amazing.
All right. So performance. So I'm gonna add 0 to this because my stats. So nat 1 plus 2.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, let's go. So
wait,
it wasn't
I'm sorry.
April being gone. Okay.
Cure will help by adding plus 0. So I failed.
gonna be
Let me
terrible.
roll a D4. I'm
You're
sorry, I
right.
failed. Let me roll a D4.
Okay.
A 4 total.
All right.
Did I
Nira,
do it?
You see David is struggling. He's struggling. he is bumping into the marionettes and he is just out of step. It is just not pretty. He is not finding the groove. If you would like to help in some way, you can help him get through.
Yes, that's how. No, wrong beat. And I like kick out a broken drum, and I just start pounding my foot on the drum as a more steady beat to help David get through as I try to work my performance check into this to help David.
All right, so what we're gonna do is David's gonna re-roll his performance check, and you're gonna add. What do you do? What?
Well, here's what I would like to propose: is with the help of Nira, David will separate himself from the performance anxiety of performing and realize that dance is just about movement and controlled movement. Can I do an acrobatics check for my dancing?
You may.
With also Nira's anything that anyone can help me with?
So Nira, give me your charisma bonus, and you can add that to your athletics check. Or your acrobatics.
My charisma is a +4.
Ow.
Well, it wasn't a nat 1. It was almost.
I'm
it was
need
twice
you to get
that.
some different dice. You can't keep rolling on this.
So I got a 6 plus, I guess, cure helps somehow. So 10 plus I failed.
Hey, just walk in a straight line, David. Just walk. I'm there.
14 if you're
Family
feeling
on and
generous.
Kotatar and Silva are all through.
Yeah. Everyone else, give me. You can either give me a performance check or acrobatics check to get through. Kotatar's already on the other side. If everybody's going through, you're gonna dance with this music.
May
Literally
I?
not dancing.
May,
No.
Why are you all so
I'm not
bad at
doing this.
dancing? We need to have lessons next week.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Silva.
I'll try to jump through.
Silva.
14.
I put my hand out to Silva.
Are you
May I
with
have
this?
this-
Because I thought.
May I have this
Oh
dance?
my god.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god. I hate everything about this.
And I want us to ballroom dance through it.
I'll give you guys both advantaged acrobatics checks.
I got a 14.
Cool.
San Leon, you find the groove. You find it and you're weaving and bobbing through the sea as it just the ripples of the sound of the dancing of the marionettes, and you can make it through.
Oh, there's a child. Oh, hey, Coach.
Oh, God.
All right, Silva.
I might step on some toes with this one. This one's a 12.
Okay, and Reginald.
16.
Reginald, you step on Reginald's toes quite a bit, but he's probably used to it, and he dances you through.
Ow.
He guides you through, going side to side, finding the rhythm, and you make it through this sea of marionettes. David, you're doing
I'm
great.
in the very beginning. I'm getting smashed around and just covered in blood. Like,
Oh my god, he's in the mosh pit!
all right.
Nira, are you making your way through with your little one-man band?
I did, but I wasn't gonna leave David behind, so mine is a 27. Then I just like dancing around David.
Come on, it's easy. You
Just follow my steps.
with a 27, David, if you hold on to the back of Nira, she will guide you through just fine.
No, I can do this. Stop. I can do this. Will.
Blood streaming down your face. Like,
I can do this. I can do this.
You guys make it to the other side. And the little girl looks at you all. Are you guys a good dream?
yeah, whatever you need. I'm such a good look. I use the hat of disguise to just give myself like a facelift with like a full suit with a cravat and stuff, and go look, haha, dance and stuff.
They're not so scary, are they?
No, they're just dancing. They're vibing.
They're terrifying.
They're absolutely terrifying. What are you talking about?
No,
Would you
they're
like
not
to dance with them too?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll dance with her like in the middle of everything.
Okay.
Just
You
everyone's
guys.
talking. We're just gonna start dancing
Right-
with the little girl.
Right before, because I still right before I let go of her hand.
Mhm.
See, you did it, and I'll cast Lesser Restoration on her.
As you do, she looks at you and as she's kind of dancing around, she says, "I think I can wake up now." And she vanishes, and so does the sea of marionettes, and the color comes back to you, and the sky is clear. You guys have made it past. This dreamscape has been closed.
Oh, and I look.
I never
down
want to
and
be
just,
in that one again.
I kiss the ground and go. Oh, marionette.
In the most
Children.
deadpan possible, you all did great.
Thank you, Toadstar.
Thank
What would you
you
like to
all.
do?
51
Thank
points
you.
of psychic damage.
Silva,
Hmm.
I know we haven't talked as much as we have done in the past, and I hope it was okay with that little dance. I have a lot to talk to you about, but maybe another time.
I mean, we can talk about it right now. We're just walking. It's a long ways away.
I'm not okay.
Yeah. I noticed.
Ever since we heard word of my brother, it's like everything's come flooding back.
Yeah.
Everything.
Do you need a vent about it?
Maybe in
What do
time.
you keep thinking about?
Just how I'm not good enough, how my mother's gonna be disappointed again in me. And I feel guilty because what I've been through is nothing compared to what you've been through.
I mean, it's not like it's a competition. You don't have to have the worst story to be able to feel pain.
But you literally lost someone. You literally. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Listen, why do you even care about what your mom thinks anyways? Like, what does she even bring to your life? What value does she bring? I feel like maybe on this trek with all of these friends, maybe we can find something that is worth caring about. That is worth caring about what they think.
Easier said than done, but I think that's quite wise.
Listen, your mom's an asshole. So's your family. The rest of your family. Your dad, your brothers. They're all the worst. But sometimes you just gotta make your own.
Indeed.
I don't know if that's what we found here or not, but it's nice.
I like being with you. You feel like home. In a good way. Because I know all the problems with home.
Is there a bad way? Oh, yeah.
Literal
for you?
home is not the best, but I hope we both can find comfort in our current surroundings.
Yeah, I think that these are really interesting people. David is the one that makes me scratch my head a lot.
Scratch how?
So positive. And so hopeful.
That's honestly, it's bizarre to me too.
I like when he gets mad though. That's the fun thing.
I think we need more of that, especially with what we're going to be fighting.
No, he doesn't like being mad. I just think it's funny. But no, he's a good bean.
He is.
He's a good one.
What about Nira? I mean, how did we even survive without Nira? I mean,
I don't know, but a good thing we got her back now.
yeah. And
Hey, are you sure you're gonna be okay?
no, but the only way is forward, right?
Yeah. All right. Good talk.
Good talk.
Pat him on the shoulder.
Pat back.
Marionettes, am I right? God, those were like
They were
they
the
were creepy.
worst. Why?
I don't
should have.
Good job on the music. What a grand idea! I love that. You're great.
It's what puppets do. They put on a show, and I thought if there was a show that they would stop attacking. But apparently, they should attack David harder. Are you okay? By the way, do you need anything?
Oh yeah, you're right, David.
Do you need any healing?
I've just got like 1,000-yard stare. Like, I don't even know, man. No.
Got a couple splinters from the little wooden shoes. Hold on.
Yeah.
I used to like marionettes. I think they're beautiful, but there's so
No
many.
more puppet shows.
There's so many.
No more
of them.
puppet shows.
Did you know that there's a sword that's called a marionette or something similar? It's weird. Why are they so similar? You get the sword and then you get the puppet. I don't know.
Wait, what
is
about a
like
sword?
Oh,
Why is it
my
called
brain
the
is
You need a
Marionette.
puppet sword.
the puppet sword.
You made a puppet sword?
Oh, no. Well, there's listen. From my hometown, there's these big flamberge swords you can get. They're not marionettes, but there's something. It's a word so similar. It caught me off guard when you all were saying marionettes. I was like, those aren't swords. Listen, we've had
What if
this
you made a marionette
time.
out of swords?
Oh goodness!
Don't do that.
Don't put David near it.
I mean, the strings that they do it from is kind of in a sword shape sometimes.
That's true, actually, like a cross guard almost. You know, the 4 prongs or whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
oh! I don't know if we should do that though, because it might just make people melancholic around here, especially after that those shenanigans.
Nira
Still
pulls
though.
out her notebook and writes something and puts it away.
Of course.
My
I want
apologies
to
that I
help you.
missed the show.
What? What'd you say?
Did you?
Never mind.
No,
You
no,
missed the
you
show,
can't just
did you?
say something and then say, no, never mind.
Yeah,
Believe I just
exactly.
did.
That was the worst.
I'm going to be extra cheerful around you, Kotatar. Real cheerful.
How is that different from any other damn time?
That's just mid tier. I'm going to be real happy.
Bring your worst.
Do you want a cup of tea? I can brew some while we're
Is
walking.
it break time yet?
You guys have walked and walked, and the mountains have grown larger and larger until you're at the base of them. And the sun has begun to set.
Yeah, looks like a good time. Camp?
Cap, tea?
Okay.
I want tea.
Camp.
I want tea.
Camp, dinner,
He
tea.
sounds great.
Yes.
I'm the
David
Do you
just
want
passes
to be
out.
safe?
Oh, he's asleep.
I start casting. I ritually cast Tiny Hut and drag David's sleeping body into it. and toss it.
You do that, you look at us and go,
You're not sleeping yet. I can't drag the rest of you.
Kotatar.
I think Kotatar will just kind of poke at the hut, just interacting with it. What is it made of?
It's
My
made of hut.
thoughts. I just stare at Kotatar when I say that.
Well, considering the dreamscape situation that we're dealing with, I suppose that's pretty ordinary.
That's true. But nothing can get into it while we're in it that I don't let into it, supposedly.
Really? So then why are you going to make Semleon sleep outside?
I knew you were gonna. I knew it.
That would be funny. No, it's okay. You can come in, San Leon.
All right, thank you very much. I'll make tea.
You walk into this, and you ran into it.
I'm so hoping you're going to do that.
I'll still make tea, but now I'm just a little miffed.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
No, it's past. It's
look
past.
at Kotatar's face. He's smiling.
That
was
Did you
nice.
see the cracks? Did you see the little cracks?
I know.
appearing in
I'm
the
worried
cheeks?
about it.
Oh.
I look over at Reginald and smile as all of this goes on.
I smile back.
You guys all enter the hut and get a full night's rest. And in the morning, I assume you'll be using the portal. And that is where we will end tonight.
Yay!
Hey!
I'm back, baby!
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh,
I feel
good
so
job,
rusty.
team.
Everything's just so.
I know.
So rusty. I know, it
Shaking
only
off the
takes 2
cobwebs.
weeks. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for everyone who stayed with us tonight in chat and watched with us. Everyone on YouTube watching, everyone listening to our podcast. We appreciate you so much. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will be back next week, we promise, for another episode of Misfits of Alseta. We'll see you then.
Bye.